Yes guys, welcome back to a new vlog, and today we are here at European Prestige and we're going to check out some of the awesome cars that they have in their showroom. But I mean, immediately we are greeted by this Mercedes 6x6 over here, which is pretty outrageous. And then we've got a Ultimate just getting loaded up over there, which is pretty insane. But I mean, yeah man, this 6x6 is crazy, one of only 100 in the world. Yeah, this one's actually right-hand drive. That's very interesting. Because I mean, we have 10 right-hand drives in South Africa, and I believe there were only one or two more that they made. Very, very interesting to see that. Okay, well, anyways, let's head inside. We've got a lovely 296 Spider over here with some yellow stripes on it, looking very, very good with the black paint. Nice spec on that. But yeah, I mean, they sort of deal with all different types of cars. I mean, you can see you've got 4x4s over there, got some supercars around. But yeah, let's do a proper walk around. And let's start off with a couple of BMs, because we've got an E36 M3 over here, which Ramir would have liked to have seen. The boys aren't with me today, they're busy resting at home. And then we've got an E46 M3 just next to that. But this is quite nice. This is a Lancer Evo 6, which actually looks very, very good. But I'm more interested in this. I mean, you guys know I love my R34 GTRs, and this one is so good, man. Looks quite stock, actually. But very, very nice nonetheless. Didn't expect to see one of these here, to be honest with you. Looks like it's M spec over there. But love to see this over here. Looking very good. And then next to that, we've got an M4 GTS. I mean, you guys know how much I love the M4 GTS. These things are just so good and so much fun on the roads. I'm so lucky to have been able to take one of these out on the streets. But yeah, lovely to see an M4 GTS here in the UK. I think this is the first one that I've actually seen, interestingly. But then next to that, we've got a Ferrari 16M in a lovely yellow color. It's nice to see these when they aren't red. Very, very nice spec on this one. And then just next to that, we've got a 992 GT3 in shark blue. And then we've got a Porsche Speedster over here, looking lovely. We've got two E46 M3s over here. We've got a standard sort of midnight blue one over there. And then we've got a CSL right over here. Now, the CSLs, I think we've seen about two in the UK, one at Goodwood and the second one over here. So very, very nice to see. But as we spoke about at Goodwood, just so overpriced, man. It's just such a pity where the sort of values have gone for these things. But great cars nonetheless. I do kind of understand why the values are going crazy, but yeah, very nice to see. And then we've got a 997 Turbo just next to that. But then we've got a 997 GT3 RS over here, and these are so cool, man. And I love the red livery with the red wheels on this one. And Ryan, if you're watching, I know you'd also have a soft spot for these things. These are just so cool, man. Then we've got a standard 991 GT3 next to that. And then we've got a Ultraviolet GT3 RS looking absolutely lovely over here. And I think I also spotted, if you just come around and have a look, it's got the clear rear lights on them, which I prefer. I mean, I know that's a sort of controversial thing to say, but I really do prefer the clear lights, specifically on this color on this car. It does look very good. And then we've got a 992 GT3 just over there. And I know you guys are seeing something in the corner of this video, but don't worry, we'll get there, but yeah, lovely to see this. All right, now we're getting to the big boys over here. We have got a brand new 4GT with carbon wheels on it. Looking so good, man. Blacked out with the white striping on it. Yeah, these are so cool, man. And then we've got the OG 2008 model just next to that, so it's cool to see the two next to each other. Barely seen these. We only saw one in London, hey? So it's nice to see one in this dealership over here, so you get to have a look around. Very, very cool cars, man. I really, really like these 2008 4GTs. Don't get to see them too often anymore. Very, very cool to see the two 4GTs next to each other like that. And then just next to that, we've got a silver F8 Tributo, looking very, very nice. Again, love to see Ferraris that aren't red. But let's move further down because we've got an AMG GTR Pro over here. Looking so good. You don't get to see the pros too often, I must be honest with you. I've only ever seen like one in South Africa. So, you know, they are very, very rare. I think even here. But let's move further on because we've got the facelift Vantage over here next to the DB11. And then over here, I mean, I won't be able to show you guys, but I mean, you'll be able to tell by the silhouette that's a SF90XX. Quite nice. And then we've got a 488 Pista over here in quite a lovely spec, I must be honest. This looks like TDF blue, but have a look at the interior. Looking so good, man. Lovely spec on that. But now we are going to the A12 Competizione Aperta in an incredible spec. I mean, this is a sort of brown kind of color on it. I don't know the name, but we've got painted shields over there. And check the interior, that full orange seats. That is just insane. And these A12 Competizione Apertas are so expensive, man. So yeah, these are quite the collector's item at the moment. But next to that, we've got its predecessor, the F12 TDF, in a sort of lovely Giallo Triplo Strato. Yeah, I mean, the F12 TDF is just so good as it is, man. I would personally take the F12 TDF over the Competizione Aperta, but that's just me. But we've also got a lovely spec Revolta over here. Have a look at this. That color is incredible, man, with the sort of gold and silver wheels, and you've also got some carbon pieces all along. This is so good. And have a look at that interior, man. Green over tan, or in this case, green over brown. What a spec, bro. And now we can finally move on to the big boys, because have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a standard Bugatti Veyron over here, the 16.4 in a lovely sort of spec. Similar to the one that we had in South Africa, looking very good though nonetheless, with its wing up. Damn, that looks sick. But this right here, this is no ordinary Veyron. This is one of the 4 Centenaire editions that they came out with. Now the Centenaire editions, all of them had sort of chrome body paneling on them. But this spec is just so good, man, because if we come and have a look at the back again, it might not come up on camera, but I mean, you can see it's green, which looks so good in person. This is seriously special, man. The Centenaires, I mean, there's only 4 in the world, and I think this is probably going to be one of my more preferred specs out of the 4. But damn, I did not expect to see this when I got here. And next to that, we've got a Bugatti Chiron Supersport, and this is the 300 Plus, which is pretty insane. I don't know if it'll come across on camera, but this is the full carbon fiber body car with the orange stripes on it. And yeah, this is the special edition of the Supersport. I didn't actually realize walking past it earlier that this was the 300 Plus. This is insane. Have a look at that. And I love the sort of long tail bits on this car. Just change the whole sort of looks and dynamics of it. I really, really like it though. Very, very cool. And it's nice that it's the engine bay is still exposed over there. You can see 1600 horsepower from that W16. Pretty insane. And we might be familiar with this. This is the Huayra Roadster BC, but we actually saw this car in South Africa. So very, very nice to be reunited with this car. I mean, to be able to see it again is really special, don't get me wrong. The only thing that changed on this car was the interior, because when it was in South Africa, it had a brown interior, but when it left, they changed it to that black. So this is definitely the car that was in South Africa, so very, very cool to see that. They only made about 40 of these in the world, and I think this was sort of the press car. I think it's one of the higher mileage cars, but yeah, funny enough, we are reunited with it. And then we have the AMG Project One over here, the first one that we're getting to see in the UK. I mean, this lineup is ridiculous, bro. They only made 275 of these in the world, and this one has the sort of stars on it, the AMG stars on it, like the F1 cars. And I do like the sort of greeny touches in the wheel, the Patronus colors. But yeah, man, what a lineup this is. So good to see this car. I love that sort of shark fin on it. It looks so good, and you don't get to see these all too often. I think you get to see more Valkyries than you do these, I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, man, AMG Project 1, Huayra Roadster BC, 300 plus Super Sport, Bugatti Veyron Centenaire, and a standard 16.4. What a way to end the video, ladies and gents. I really hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm just going to take this in for a little bit longer. But yeah, that was European Prestige. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next video. So, cheers.